Hello, and welcome to another iDaph Events podcast. I'm Amy Silvers, the Administrative Coordinator at iDaph Events, and today I have here with me Daphne Kirkwood, owner and race director of iDaph.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Today, we're going to talk about the Frostbite races presented by Hunter Subaru coming up on February 19th, and I'm looking forward to running the 5K again this year.
Yeah, this is the 31st annual race, so much older than we are.
Of course.
Much older. No, really, it's been happening a long time. It was a race that was first created in Fletcher by the Seventh-day Adventist hospital that was there. And then they passed it along to the Lelia Patterson Center, and Lelia Patterson Center passed it along to us. We like to be able to keep this annual tradition alive and keep a lot of the fun stuff that's been happening for a really long time with this race. It is the largest foot race in Fletcher. I'm not sure about Henderson County anymore because we have some other big ones in Henderson County, but in Fletcher for sure.
Awesome. Okay, and so where, you mentioned it, but where will we be for the Frostbite races? Where are we starting?
Yeah, it's near the hospital, Advent Health, and it's at the Lelia, Lelia Patterson Center in Fletcher. That's where the start and finish, and the Health and Wellness Expo is there too.
Okay, all right. And we have a mascot. You've always had a mascot, but we have a new name for our mascot this year.
Yes, we finally decided that the penguin that is floating around, he really needs to have a name, or she needs to have a name. So it's Flurry. Flurry the penguin will be back this year and is going to be available for a lot of different photo ops and high fives, and there to cheer everybody on throughout the race. Definitely say hello to Flurry. And then we also want people this year to dress up like Flurry, right?
Yes, I hear he is involved in a new contest, a costume contest this year. This is first time for Frostbite, right?
Yeah, Flurry needs a flock.
Of course.
Flurry needs a flock. So
of course.
Yes. So yeah, we're going to be able to have Flurry find some friends at the new Best Dressed Penguin Costume Contest. And so we have some mugs that we're going to give the winners. So be thoughtful about this. Google will be your friend. There's all kinds of ideas on Google about how to dress like a penguin. So check that out. And what are the categories that we have, Amy?
We have Best Dressed Penguin Adult. That will be overall male and female, and runner-up male and female. We have Best Dressed Youth Penguin, and that will be overall chick, which is female, and overall nestling, which is male. And we learned a little bit when we Googled the names of youth penguins.
Yes, they actually are chicks and nestlings.
Chicks and nestlings, yes.
Yep.
And last is the Best Dressed Colony, and that will be your family and friends group.
Right. So a group of penguins is called a colony, you guys. And so bring your best dressed colony and you could get a prize. So we're going to have so much fun with this year. Really, just you can keep it as simple as you want to, but come decked out and be ready to hang out with Flurry and the flock and have some fun.
Yes, so see, not only is it a fabulous costume contest, but it's very educational too, because you learn a lot about penguins.
That's so true.
Okay, I can't wait to see all the costumes. And everybody's always so creative and comes up with some great ones at our event. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, we typically have at least one charity or nonprofit partner for our events, and we actually have two for this one. So who are we going to be supporting this year?
Yeah, so we have ABYSA again, that's Asheville Buncombe Youth Soccer Association, and they help provide scholarships for kids in soccer. And so it's a really great organization. ABYSA does a ton for youth soccer in our community, and this money will help replenish their scholarship fund. And then new for this year is the Fletcher Academy Farm. That is right there at the Lelia Patterson Center at Fletcher Academy. That's a school. And they have a new farm where the youth that are in the school are gardening, they're growing vegetables, fruit, and they are just learning how to do sustainable organic agricultural methods. And any donations that they receive are going to be used to purchase seeds and hand tools and even some chickens. So donate to both of those if you haven't signed up yet already, or you can go back online and donate. They're both great causes, and you'll get to visit with them also at the race too, at the wellness fair.
Awesome. It's wonderful to be able to support these programs in our local community. We're glad that we can do that. Okay, so let's talk about the distances that we have this year. We have 3.
Yeah, so the 1 mile fun run and walk is for everybody. Lots of families do this one together, especially with the younger kids. Although I've seen some older folks do this too and just walk or have a time goal for themselves. So it starts at the start line where the 5K and 10K starts, and then you loop around and you go down onto the track and you do 2 loops around the fields, and you come back up and you finish and you get an awesome finisher medal. Do you want to show the 1 mile medal?
Sure.
Do that now.
Super cute. I don't know if you can, you probably,
So glittering.
the sparkles are just unbelievable. And it's just, they're so.
Yeah, those are awesome. So 1 mile folks will get those. And then the 5K and 10K are the standards coming back again. And both of them are great races. They're hilly. I'm just going to tell you, it's not flat. These races are not like you're at the beach. Fletcher's hilly. And when we selected this course, really, there's not a ton of options around the Lelia Patterson Center. And as I'm building and selecting courses, it's about the safety, the scenery, all of those things are considered. And yeah, so these races have been happening a long time. So we'll be using the same courses. So if you want to look up times from previous years, you can always take a look at those and see what other people have done. But they're great. Both of them are great.
And of course, there's still the virtual option for 5K and 10K.
Yeah, things happen. Injuries happen, people get sick, even though COVID is a lot different now than even it was a year ago. Some people still get COVID. So the virtual option is nice. People can just slide into the virtual race and they can still do the run or walk on their own, and they can still get the swag.
I actually got an email this morning from someone who received our e-newsletter, and I think it was Alabama, maybe, but she wanted to register to run virtually just because a penguin is her favorite animal, and she wanted to get the shirt and the medal.
Oh, see, it's great. Virtual is, I don't think there's anything like being in person at an event because you don't have that same feel of the energy. But sometimes things happen, things come up, you're traveling, but you want to participate, and you have something happening with your family and you have to go to a game. This is a way that you can still be plugged in, still be part of the event. So it's good. Yeah.
Awesome. Yep. Okay, let's talk about some of the fun stuff like the swag. Participants had 2 options to choose from this year.
Yep.
We have a short sleeve Bella canvas and an option to upgrade to a long sleeve Brooks dry fit shirt. I had a hard time picking, so I'm probably going to end up with both. And the finisher medals, of course, the awesome swag too. And I have those here to show too.
Awesome. Yeah. So the 5K, 10K has its own finisher medal that's a little different than the 1 mile. And Amy can show that. The penguin, he is sliding on the snow. He's ice skating, but it is one of the coolest medals I think I've ever seen in my life. We're pretty excited about Flurry the penguin is on the move. So that's definitely one. If you collect medals, you want to add that to your collection.
Sure. And here is the shirt. Our logo really pops on this shirt. It's like sort of like a muted teal color, but it's gorgeous.
And is that Bella canvas?
It's Bella canvas. And then we have the long sleeve Brooks dry fit.
That's great. Yeah. So if you like to run in the shirt and you want it to have that wicking material, but there's only a few of those left, right? Online.
Yeah, the deadline is passed to get those orders in, so we're in the limited quantities and sizes now. but
Yeah, so if you're already signed up and you have not ordered a shirt and you're going to want one, I would highly suggest that you go ahead and go to the shop on Race Roster and go ahead and purchase it, because we don't know if we'll have any left at all for sale on race day. If you're like, hey, I'll just go walk up and get one of those, I wouldn't necessarily count on it. They're going pretty fast. Cool.
they are.
I wanted to show, we have some new merchandise that we're really excited about.
Yeah, I bet you're going to show the new Run AVL beanies and some awesome Boca gear hats.
Yeah, I have a couple here. I don't have everything, but here's the new Boca gear beanie, Run AVL.
Pretty.
And then we have
And that one's embroidered.
Yeah, it's embroidered. And
Yeah.
then this is also embroidered. It's a mesh Boca running hat. Super cool. I actually wore mine to the gym this morning and it was great. I didn't even feel it on my head, and I cannot stand hats that I get a headache and I feel it. I did not feel that at all with this hat. And then we have some iDaph hats too that are really cool, running hats. And what else do we have?
We have the most, I think a lot of our people who have been to most recent events have seen the long sleeve, dark heather gray Run AVL shirts. We now have those in short sleeves.
Oh, that's right.
So we'll have the new short sleeve Run AVL shirts. We have some free to run shirts. We still have some Run Local hoodies. We'll have the water bottles, decals, stickers, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. And I know we're going to talk about the prizes in a little bit. So maybe I'll wait. I'll just wait.
Okay.
But we will have some extra mugs for sale, a few, just a couple, but we'll show those in a minute. All right, let's talk about the race itself. How about that?
Yes. So what can we expect on race weekend?
So packet pickup is Friday, February 17th, not Saturday. This is a Seventh-day Adventist organization, so their Sabbath is on Saturday. It's a Friday and a Sunday weekend for this event. So Friday from 12 to 2, so come out on your lunch break, pick your stuff up. You can pick up for your friend, for your family. Go ahead and just come and get that stuff on Friday if you didn't opt in for having your stuff shipped. And then Sunday, if you can't get there on Friday, 12:30 until 2:15. The 5K, 10K starts at 2:30, and we're really strict about the 2:15 cutoff for packet pickup ending. It's busy that afternoon. I would not wait until 2 o'clock to show up to get your stuff. I would make a plan to come Friday or come earlier on Sunday, and we'll have the whole Health and Wellness Expo for you to enjoy too. So there's no reason to just pop in late for this one.
Yes. And we offered mailing packets where you can have your shirt if you purchased one or got in your bid mailed ahead of time. And that option has become quite popular because people love to not have to worry about making it to a packet pickup session, standing in line, worried about being late. It comes to you a week to 2 weeks before the race on your front door step or in your mailbox, and you just have to show up on race morning and you're ready to hit the start line. So that's become quite popular too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about parking? Will parking be the same for people that have attended previously who know? And what are those options?
Yeah, so parking is next door to the Lelia Patterson Center at the Seventh-day Adventist Church that's there. There is no parking available at the LPC, the Lelia Patterson Center, because they are open that day to the public. They're a fitness center. And so all the parking for the race is next door at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. If that parking lot is completely full, you can park over near the hospitals. Advent Health, there's a couple parking lots over there that are doctors' offices that are nearby, and you can park there and then just walk over.
That's usually what I end up doing every year. It's just right across the street. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay, so we parked, and then what's next?
You just come to packet pickup. You can get your stuff. If you've already done that, come and enjoy the Health and Wellness Expo this year.
Okay, so you've got your race bib, your swag. Your bib is pinned on the outside of your shirt on the front.
Yes.
Easily visible.
Yeah.
And because you may have layers, you want to make sure that you can put it where whatever layer you take off, that your bib needs to stay and it needs to be visible the entire time, especially when you cross the line, and try not to bend it, wrinkle it, crinkle it, all that good stuff, because you don't want to damage that timing chip on the back.
Exactly.
And where do we go for the start line?
Yeah, the start is right beside the LPC. It's between Fletcher Academy and the LPC, and you'll see the large Frostbite truss that signifies where the start and finish is at. The fun run, the 1 mile fun run and walk starts at 1:45, promptly at 1:45. There's not a rolling start for it. It's at 1:45, and we'll have some warm-ups ahead of time with that, with Asheville personal training. And then the 5K and 10K, it starts promptly at 2:30. It's in the same spot. Come over to the start line and get warmed up. And stretch labs will also be there. They'll be inside the expo, so you can get stretched. They'll have some tables. You can get stretched. And then Yoga 6 will also be there in the Health and Wellness Expo. They'll have some mats that you can stretch out on and that sort of thing before the run. So there's multiple opportunities to either get warmed up or get stretched out before you actually do the race.
Okay. Something I always want to know. What about restrooms?
Yes, there are some outdoor restrooms that are on the building on the very back side that's close to the track. A lot of people don't realize that there's some restrooms there, but there are. And then once you come into packet pickup into what they call the rotunda, there are restrooms that are to the side of the rotunda before you head into the big gymnasium where the Health and Wellness Fair is at. So those are the main restrooms. There are also some that are inside the Lelia Patterson Center at the fitness center area. So people are milling around, always looking for the restrooms, and there's multiple places to go.
Okay. And you already mentioned that the courses are hilly. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, like I said, it's Fletcher, it's hilly, so just pace yourself. There are Hutch Mountain, I think, is the biggest stinker hill that's in both races, and you just don't want to be caught off guard, and know that, you know, don't give it your all the first mile because you're going to have a hill to go up. The nice thing is, what you go up, you have
come back down.
Yeah, so you will go up and you will come down, and yeah, just pace yourself. But the course maps, they will be in the event guide that we send out. They're online as well, so you can check those out. If you haven't done the race before, I always say, if you can go drive around a course and check it out ahead of time, do it, just so that you're familiar with where the turns will be and that sort of thing. We will have everything very well marked. We'll have signs, we'll have stickers, and we'll have paint on the road, all of those things. But really, it's up to you to know the course. So if you're directionally challenged, if you're not quite sure, I would definitely drive the course ahead of time. You won't be able to run the course ahead of time because you are on a fairly busy road when you leave the LPC. And on race day, we have police support with that road. It's not completely closed to traffic, but we do have police and fire rescue support on that day. I would say don't go pre-run it. You can pre-drive it, would be my suggestion.
Yes. Okay. And two questions kind of together, because we get a lot of questions about both of these. Is it stroller friendly, and are we allowed to bring our furry friends, our dogs?
Yeah, I think for this one, it's a little bit tough because the roads are not closed to cars. And so I would say if you were going to do a stroller, the 5K, you could do that. In the 1 mile, of course, you can do a stroller. The 5K and 10K both go on a road that has some gravel on it. So if your stroller is not built for off-road, probably not the best option. We don't want to see any kids flying out of strollers on that. And then dogs, we've had dogs at this event. I would say just, you know, that you're going to be going in and outside. And I don't believe that they want animals to come, unless they're a service dog, to come inside the fitness center. It might just be an event that you don't want to bring your furry friend if you're wanting to take place and do some activities that are inside with the awards, health and wellness, the food, like that sort of thing.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. What time does the course close? Do we have a cutoff for this one?
Yes, it's at 3:45. And so that's an hour and 15 minutes after the start. If you feel like, hey, I'm going to do the 10K and I haven't really been training, or I was going to walk the whole thing, switch to the 5K. If you had your stuff shipped to you, go and see Amy at Packet Pickup so that she can swap out your bibs. That would be important so that we can make sure that you're in the right race. But I would say the 10K, you really need to keep moving along if you're going to do that event, and then you'd have plenty of time to do the 5K.
Yes, for sure. Okay, you and I both love to run with our music, and we do allow music and headphones, but we do want to encourage everyone to keep the volume low so you can hear what's going on around you. Traffic, volunteers, course marshals, the law enforcement officers at the intersections. You'll want to be able to pay attention to everyone who's going to be help directing that day.
Absolutely. I would say the biggest thing I hear from volunteers that are trying to help is that they're telling a runner with, what are the bib colors for this race? Do you know, Amy, off the top of your head?
Yellow and white, and I have not assigned them yet, so I'm not sure which is which just yet. I'll be doing that this weekend.
Okay, but you'll have two separate color bibs. And
Yes.
so the way that the volunteers know what race you're doing is by your bib color. And
Yes.
so if your music's loud and the volunteer's trying to tell you, turn this way, it will really mess you up if you go and do the other race or race that you want to. And so there's really no reason for that. So keep your volume low for sure. And there is a split point in the race when the 5K and 10K go together. About half a mile in is Hutch Mountain Road, and the 5K runners take a right. The 10K runners go straight. And if you're in the 5K, there will be volunteers there, but if you're in your zone or you're listening to your music, or if you're following people in front of you and not paying attention, you could go on the wrong course. I think keeping the volume low is very important.
Gotcha. All right. And we'll have, you mentioned the route arrow stickers on the ground, the paint on the road, yard signs. So we should be good as far as that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. How about water stations? Do we have water stations on the course?
Yep, we have a water station just for the 10K. It's at mile 3, about the halfway mark. And then we'll have another water station that's on the 5K and 10K course, because the 10K will come into the 5K course later on in the race. And so the 5K water station's at mile 1 and 2.75, and it's on Hutch Mountain Road, and the 10K is at mile 5 and 6. So the 10K turns around before you go up the full way of the Hutch Mountain Road. So that's another spot that the course splits from the 5K that you'll need to pay attention for signs. The 5K keeps going up the road and the 10K turns around. And yeah, so I would just say water stations, we will have stuff. If you want your favorite goo or you want certain things, there will just be water at the water stations. There's not going to be there's not going to be nutrition and stuff or electrolyte drinks. So definitely be prepared and have your own stuff.
All right. Sounds good. Are there places for friends and family to come and cheer us on?
Yeah, I would say the best place is right around the LPC, the start finish areas. Really getting out on the course is a little difficult for this race just because of where everything is. But if the 1 mile, you can stand on the top of the hill that looks down onto the track. You can be around the track if you're cheering on somebody or a kid who's in the 1 mile. And then the 5K and 10K, just being around that start finish area is probably the best place to see people.
Perfect. Okay. What about rules? What are the rules for this race?
Yeah. So basically we want everybody to have a great time. So it's just important to us that everybody has a great attitude, is positive, is courteous, and just be ready to have fun. So I would say keep those things in check. Sometimes the emotions get the best of you and you're real stressed. You thought you registered for the race and you didn't, and you show up to get your bib and it's not there, and you're scrambling to find your stuff on your phone. Like, all of these things happen. And so I think just keeping your emotions in check and be ready to have fun. There's no rollerblading allowed So leave your rollerblades at home. I know, we just don't have that division yet. Yeah, and then routes, like I said, they're open to traffic. We will have police support out there, but that doesn't mean that you can run in the middle of the road. We don't own the road. We are just using it for our event. Stay on the side of the roads, follow the signs. We put the arrows on the road where we want you to run. So if you're on the wrong side and you see the arrows on the other side, go follow where our arrows and our signs are at. And then just be courteous of other people who pass you. Say hello, good job. Even though you might want to trip them, don't. And then there's going to be people that are in different races out on the course at the same time as you. So you could very well get passed by somebody else. And so move out of the way. If you're with a group of people, don't hog up the whole lane, run single file or 2x2 so that people can pass you and get around you.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you've had an awesome run or walk. You've crossed the finish line. Now what?
Oh, you have to get your finisher medal, of course. So you get your finisher medal, and then you're going to want to go and get some yummy stuff like cupcakes from Smoke.
Yes.
So you definitely want to do that. And then there's going to be other food too from some other folks as well. So we definitely want you to check those out. We'll have some snacks and fruit, Gatorade, water. Hendersonville Community Co-op will be there. Humana will be there handing out snacks. We'll have coffee cart with Dan with Bare Bones Brewhouse. And then we'll have the food truck from Tahini Jar, which is very delicious food. And so bring cash or card to take advantage of that and support the food trucks and the people that come so that they'll keep coming back. But it's delicious. You definitely need to check it out. So we'll have all kinds of good food.
Yummy. All right. How about results? Where can we find those?
For results, those are at iDaph.net on the homepage, and you will see a link, or you can go to the Frostbite webpage. So they'll be in multiple areas. And also we post them on Facebook throughout the race, the link on iDaph and Frostbite Facebook pages, be on the Instagram story. So there's multiple ways to just easily tap a link and check your results out.
Perfect. All right. And are we going to have an award ceremony this year?
Yes, it'll be inside in the gym from about 3:30 for the 5K. And then 4:00 for the 10K. And that's approximate times. That really depends on who's still out on the course. So we try to do those as quickly as we possibly can. If you're not able to stick around, you can pick it up at Fleet Feet the following week, or you can have your stuff shipped. If it is pottery, that will be a little more expensive probably for this event. The glasses, we probably can still do $10, but we are ending, the stuff is heavier this year and it's breakable. So I would highly suggest that you stay for the award ceremony so that you can just get your amazing award this year. But if you absolutely can't, you don't have a friend to get it for you, you can get it the next week at Fleet Feet.
All right. And we have some cash to give away and some gorgeous prizes.
Yes, the cash, you do have to be present to win that. And that's just for the 10K. And that's first, second, and third, male and female, $100, $75, and $50. It's for the male and female winners of the 10K. So we will have that. You can pick that up. And then we have some awesome pint glasses. They're super duper cute. So these are for second and third place in the age groups. And then overall winners, we just got these made here locally in Henderson County. The Frostbite Penguin flurries on there. This is your new favorite mug. I'm just telling you, it's beautiful. And that's for overall winners in both races and first place in your age group. Definitely something to work hard and run fast for. And then if you just know that you are not going to win an award and you really want one of these mugs, and we might have some pint glasses too. They'll both be for sale at the merchandise area, packet pickup, so you can purchase yours there. We only have a few of both of them, so you'll want to get those probably before the race starts if you really are wanting one. And if there's, I was thinking about this today, if there's somebody who's first place and they don't want the mug, they'd rather have the pint glass, they can swap that out during the award ceremony. They're both amazing, and I could see how some people would want a pint over a mug, or so we just can't switch the pint glass for the mug, but we can do it the other way if you need to. And big thank you to Chick-fil-A. They also have given us some coupons for free Chick-fil-A sandwiches that we'll give out to some of the overall winners as well. And we just want to thank local runner Wayne Boynton. He has helped sponsor the awards this year so that we could really beef up our additional age group categories. I don't know if you guys have noticed if you've done this race before, but we've added some additional categories and we've beefed up what prizes we can give. So thank you to Wayne so much.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Wayne. We are so grateful for that support, and I know our runners are as well.
Yes.
Okay, so we finished the 1 mile, the 5K or the 10K. We've gotten our medal, we've gotten our small cakes cupcake, and we've refueled. So while we're waiting on the award ceremony, what should we do? Where should we go?
We had to do a little, I don't know, a little hiatus from the Family Fun Day and Wellness Fair, this expo, because of COVID. And we're so excited to finally be able to bring it back this year because it's so much fun. It's held inside the gym starting at 12:30. It's till 4:30. We'll have live music. We'll have lots of different vendors there. Family games, activities. We'll have a really cool coloring wall for kids to write on that has Flurry the Penguin on it. We'll also have a wall for adults to write on too. If you came to the resolution run, you'll see something a little bit similar at this one as well. And then lots of yummy food and drinks. So bring some money, plan to mingle and hang out, get to know people in the community while you're there.
Okay. And you've mentioned a few of them, but can you just real quick run through who we can expect to see there again this time?
Yeah, Blue Ridge Bicycle Club will be there. They're going to be mainly talking to people about the Custa Trail that's coming to Hendersonville, which we're really excited about. But if you bike as well, they're a great resource to have in Henderson County, or if you're interested in learning about biking. So they'll be there. Blue Ridge Community College will be there as well. They will be serving up some hot cocoa and some of their mugs. Let's see, we have Hendersonville Dental. We're really excited to have Hendersonville Dental this year. They are in Mills River as well as Hendersonville, and they're building a new practice in Fletcher. And they are just very community minded and focused. And so we're really excited to have them. We talked about Humana and Hendersonville Community Co-op. They'll both be there. We'll have PT Solutions doing injury screenings, Stretch Labs. Like I mentioned, they're going to be new to Biltmore, South Asheville area where they're setting up shop. And so they'll be open in the next month or two. And so definitely go talk to them. They will be a great resource for our community. We have Tracy Johnson, who's a local athlete, a longtime athlete. He is with Nest Realty, and she is fabulous. So you'll want to go talk to her and get to know her if you're looking for a house or you have one to sell. She is your gal. Yoga and massage will be there, giving massages. Yoga 6. They are also new to South Asheville area, and they will have some areas for stretching, that sort of thing. Go see what they have going on. And then we talked about small cakes as well. Lots of fun games too for families to do. We will have Asheville Buncombe Youth Soccer Association. They'll be out there if you want to learn more about their soccer programs. Who else? We might have some other Fletcher Academy folks that set up so you can get to know them and their farm and what they're doing. But there'll just be a large variety of different expo vendors and people to hang out with. And then of course we'll have a lot of merchandise for sale, a lot of new stuff so that it can keep you motivated to rise and run and all your,
Yes. So be sure to come see me at that merchandise area after I run that 5K. I'll be there ready to help you out with all that new merchandise we've got. And you're going to love it. And we do take cash or card either. So
that's awesome. Yeah. We are always so grateful for our sponsors. to Hunter Subaru, has been a sponsor of this event for as long as I can remember. So we're really, really grateful for them and for their continuing support. Asheville School continues to support the community and these local events. Really appreciate them. And then I just want to give a shout out for Fletcher Fire Department, Fletcher Police, the Henderson County VIP program, the Lelia Patterson Center, even the North Carolina Highway Patrol will be out there. And we just can't do it without all of these organizations. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes into a race and planning and organizing it, make sure it's safe and fun for all of you guys. And all of these folks are doing this behind the scenes so that you can have fun on race day. And then I want to thank Michelle Tennant. She's with Wasabi Publicity. She's our MC. She's fabulous. She's done this for years. And then also want to thank Morrow Insurance. Morrow is a local insurance company, and they've always been heavily involved with the race. And we want to thank them too.
Yay. We're so grateful for all their support. It takes a village, doesn't it?
It sure does. 100%.
All right. Okay. Anything else you can think of? Did we cover everything?
I think that's it. We're really looking forward to seeing everybody on February 19th.
All right. Thanks for joining us for today's podcast. And as Daphne said, we're looking forward to seeing all of you at the Lelia Patterson Center, February 19th for the Frostbite races.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.